what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Team Olympus. In this episode, we're going to be working on more of the rock mounter. Joe and I are hoping to take it off the table tonight. I'm probably going to go ahead and get a lot welded, but if we can get it off the table, we can kind of set the axles up, wheels up, and some of the other things that are going to allow us to finish out the structure the way it's got to fit. Also, what are you doing?
Fencing.
Joe is going to be tearing apart a little more of this engine. Some of these parts are going out. Corey has a buddy that's going to be able to use some of these parts. So we're going to pack those up, and he's got to pull the camshaft, the lifters, and just kind of look through some other stuff. And timing chain, just a variety of things here. So he's going to go through some of that while I am finished welding. Well, not finished welding, but just solid welding the chassis to get it off the table. So we're gonna get to work. Don't forget, we are gonna have a live video Friday, July 17th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're giving away the Civic, some Dream Take soap, maybe some t-shirts, who knows what else. But make sure you tune in to the live video right here on the Team Olympus YouTube channel. I changed a couple settings on the camera. We're trying a few new things. The LED lights that we put in have kind of been wreaking havoc on the camera, so sorry about that. Let me know in this video if it looks better. If not, well, we'll keep trying. Pulled the cam out, and it's good. There's a couple little lines, but there's nothing at all. I mean, this cam looks great, man. It's great shape, so it'll definitely be able to be used again. We'll clean it up, and we can check everything out. But overall, it's pretty good. This is a I don't remember what this was.
Comp cam.
Yeah, it's a comp cam. That's a good cam. Bunch of other little parts that will still be good for stuff. Some stuff obviously you can't reuse, and we might be able to have the oil pump rebuilt. I'm not 100% sure, but at the end of the day, it's a good milling pump. But I mean, when it comes to a race engine, $150 pump, I probably wouldn't use it again. Most of the chassis is ready to move. I welded a lot of stuff so it's firm. Pulled all the engine stuff off here, so next we're gonna pull the engine out, tranny, all that stuff. And we're still trying to make a plan as far as playing Tetris over here where things are going to go, but we're getting pretty close. And where are we at? You got the engine teardown done on all that. I've got most of this welded, so I guess we need to move this table and make room for the engine hoist and pop the engine out.
You mean to pull the crossfire out? And move
Yes. Get that thing out of here. We have so much awesomeness in here, we don't know what to do with it all. Engine's out. Tranny and T-case can actually just probably stay right there for the time being. We'll pull the chassis out and I don't know, we'll see. We may have to pull them out. This engine is a LS1 aluminum block, 243 heads, a couple little things done to it. It was actually the race engine for my Ultra 4 4500 car a few years ago. I'll put a little clip right here. That car was sold and now lives in Los Angeles, California. Next thing we're going to do, get this thing on the engine stand, and then we're going to cut the tacks on the table. And we should just be able to lift it and then set it down here on the ground and kind of move things around where they're going to go. Holy cow! These, oh man, these things, they're so big. We had some struggles getting them mounted, and then I did not realize these are left-hand thread and these are right-hand, so yeah, good to know now. Wow, yep. So we got this one done. We're gonna shimmy the chassis over, and then we're gonna put the wheels on this one, and then we can kind of get an idea of what this thing's starting to look like, because once we get the axles in place, we can start to figure out how we're gonna do the front section and the back section. This thing is so massive. Oh my goodness. This is like a totally different level of insanity. I don't even know how to describe this. It's big. What do you think, Joe?
I think I want to get this actually put on wheels.
We did some math also, and I think we're going to be at about 135-inch wheelbase. It's big. Big boy. was that?
Said I hope he's got a really big trailer. That's a big car.
Yeah, this thing's ridiculous. Karen makes it look. No, it's big. It's big. It's like a big RC car almost, you know. Little itty bitty body, big tires.
Yeah, like it's a Hot Wheels car. But the seat goes right here somewhere. Oh well.
You'd have fun with this.
Pretend the seat's a little more this way, so.
Yeah.
A little more over here. That's not very comfortable.
This thing sure come a long ways this week. This is 49.5 inches
We're
tall.
worried about how to get in and out of the car. Look, it's easy.
Yeah, that's not going to be there. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what though, now that everything's, it looks like a bouncer. It's got the look. And it's going to be a big one. Definitely a big one. I don't even know what to say. We have to, well, honestly, the next thing we're going to do, I've got to get steel. And we're going to go ahead and make up all these arms. Because you have your lower control arm coming from there to there. Your upper control arm coming from there to there. And then it's the exact same on the back. It's a single triangulated setup. And yeah, that'll be the next thing we do. Because then the axles will be attached to the chassis. And we'll be able to set this exactly at full bump. And then we'll be able to figure out where our shocks are going in the rear. The shocks will be mounted off of the upper control arm. It'll be a trailing arm setup. And then in the front, we're still debating a few things. Based on a number of things, we're probably going to attach right to the front of the front control arm. And thankfully, we took a break on the front doing all this stuff because, yeah, we pushed out a lot further than planned, which we still may come back with this a little bit. We do have room to come back and tighten this wheelbase up, but the other things we got to take into consideration is turning and all that stuff and make sure he has plenty of room for that. Oh my goodness, this thing is wild, big, and I'm speechless. Joe's back here taking pictures. What are you thinking, man?
It's a big car.
It is. It is. Go stand next to that tire, just for perspective.
I mean, I was sitting in it for crying out loud. I mean,
Joe's 6. What are you, 6'2"? You know, you can see just how big that tire is. So she gonna be wild. It's getting late. We got. It may not seem like a whole lot done, but it's a lot of progress. It's taking this build to the next stage of
forever to get
what we got to do. I know they're so big and a pain. But like I said, the next thing we're gonna do, I've got to make the links for it, and then we'll work on the rest of the tubing for the shock towers, bumps, and all that good stuff. Make sure you come by on July 17th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll be having the live session. We'll be giving away the Civic. We'll be doing the drawing for the Dream Tank soap, as well as we'll probably give some t-shirts away. But we also want to talk about the future of the channel. We got a lot of great ideas and all sorts of cool stuff. As you've seen, we've evolved and changed a lot throughout this year. So we're going to take off, go get clean. We'll see you next time.
Bye, good night. See you next time.